Hi guys, this is SeasideMark here. So it's just, I know I'm not a criticizing person. Like, obviously, some of you know who I am. You know how I deal with things. But recently, I've come across SeasideMark's update video, and I just wanted to put my points across. I'm not criticizing him on the basis of things he's done previously or anything, or just the basis of how he acts. He's a great guy. He is entertaining. He keeps us entertained, and obviously has a great fan base. So I'm not criticizing him at all, and I do appreciate what he's going through, and I just wanted to bring my points across just because of a few major flaws that I've noticed in his query. So we'll start from the start, and we'll just work our way through. Whenever you decide to start.
All right, guys, I'm not too bad. This is just a quick update, a quickie update.
Right, I'll point out this is 53 minutes long. It's not a quick update, Mark. This is a 53-minute long video. I understand that your videos are usually an hour and a half to 2 hours, but this isn't a quick update. A quick update is 10 minutes, you know, or, in other people's, perspectives, like PJ is half hour. Patmos is 12 minutes, something like that. Usually most of his videos are like 3 or 4 minutes, but it all depends on the person. I agree, but yours, that's not a quick update, it's an hour update.
I like a quickie in the afternoon. Now, listen,
Really not needed, but okay.
got a quick update. I'll start the Cambridge weight plan a week tomorrow on the 16th of December.
Right, this is another thing I really want to point out here. 16th of December. Why in God's name would you choose the 16th of December to go and have the Cambridge weight plan? The 16th of December makes no sense at all. If you're going to do this, do it at the start of the year. Make it a year thing. I understand what you're saying, but this Christmas literally around the goddamn corner. Why would you do this? It makes no sense because you're obviously going to break it. If you're going to do it after Christmas when you've stuffed your face, you've had a good laugh, you've had a good joke, you've met up, you've had a few friends round if that's the case and we're able to do it. But why in God's name would you do that just before this happens? It just makes no sense at all. No sense.
Liz has warned me if I go on it and I mess about drinking alcohol and not doing it properly, she won't give me the time of day.
Right, I'll point this out as well. She's there to make commission off of you. So, of course, she's going to say that because she's basically threatening you to stay on it because she's going to make money off of you staying on that plan. That's the reason of the Cambridge plan. I don't understand your Cambridge plan. I do wish you the best on it, but at the same time, I highly doubt that from your track record, I doubt that you're going to be able to push through it, especially with Christmas literally 2 weeks later.
So I'll start on the Cambridge weight plan a week tomorrow, and I'm doing it for 4 solid months.
4 months on a plan that restricts your calorie count. I really don't see this working out for you.
Yeah, 4 solid months. There's no alcohol because I want to make up for lost time. I want to do it for my own reasons, to improve my health, to lose the weight. I know I should have been the second time round. I mean, the first time I did it, I lost 2 stone in 2 months.
Right, I will point this out first of all. So, the way that weight loss works is that your body will lose weight fast, especially if you're your size. So, for me, if was 19 stone 6, I did fasting and I've been doing that for nearly 4 months now. The first month, I lost a stone. Any further than that, it's a lot more of a challenge. You have to actually, do a lot more work to actually burn that weight off. Yes, I am doing that, but I'm just pointing this out for your size. I don't know what your size is. I can't remember. I think it's something like 22 or 23 stone. You you will lose weight fast, but only for a very short period of time because your body needs to adjust to it. So doing 4 months of Cambridge weight plan with no alcohol is just not going to happen. It's not going to happen because I have alcohol. You have, especially for you, Mark. Like, I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but at the same time, you drink alcohol on a regular basis. You drink it at least once or twice a week. You know what you're doing. So doing this is not going to work because it's just not going to happen. I mean, I drink alcohol. I'm fasting. You're great. That's right. But during my non-fasting hours, I am more than happy or eligible to have a bev every now and then. We have days off which we can use at planned times or when we decide that we want to. There's a bit of flexibility, but doing it for 4 solid months, it's just not going to work. It's not going to work, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would appreciate and understand what you're trying to do, but you need to have a break during that 4 month period, or you will drop. You will fall off the bandwagon. It's the same across the board. You know, I mean, obviously I can't really put it in for like alcoholics or like drug addicts because obviously they have to do it that's just what they do. But for people who try and cut things out of their life, especially like fatty foods and things like that, if you're eating them on a regular basis, you just have to reduce what you have. If you knock it out completely, it's going to be a nightmare for you.
Gone from 19 stone 1 down to 16 stone 10. First time I did it, and I was successful at it, yeah? But the second time round, I pissed about with it, didn't take it seriously, right?
The reason being is because your body has adjusted to it. And if you do it for a specific amount of time and then, go to something else, then your body can't adjust to it. If you keep doing it for an extended amount of time, your body just won't respond to it anymore.
So I should have been down to about 13 I should be a lot slimmer now. I didn't take it seriously second time round, but this
Mark, what you need to do is you need to do more exercise. You've gone on some walks and you've done some walks, which is great and all, but you need to cut out the cakes, or reduce your cake intake. Like for instance, that chocolate cake that you bought from Waitrose. Like, I understand that you fancied a treat, but you ate a quarter of it or a third of it in one sitting. I mean, I agree. I can probably get through a third of a cake, but I don't like just solid chocolate cake. I'll probably have one slice, and then I might have a slice a bit later. But you had a third in one go. That's what you need to do. You need to cut down on your intake of cake, and you need to do more exercise. Go out on long trips. Try geocaching. Try geocaching. That would really be useful for you. You have a car. You can drive to destinations, and you can do the walking to other areas if there are any geocaches in your area. There's lots of them out there. It's a big thing nowadays, and that would definitely get your weight down.
this time I'm going to make up for lost time, and I start a week tomorrow. I'm back at the gym on Thursday. Get in. Only the gym and swimming pool only available. The
Yeah, I completely agree. That's very logical. The gym will be very efficient for you, but you need to actually do it more often than you have been. Like, I've seen your videos, and I've seen you doing it, and it's great, and you were losing weight, but you do need to do it on a much more regular basis. If you can't get to the gym because you whatever it is plays up, then do some push-ups or something. Learn how to do push-ups or do some sit-ups or something like that. That's going to keep you burning weight. It's the best option, especially at this sort of time of the year. It's Christmas, for God's sake. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself, not fucking going on a bloody diet plan. Like, do that at the start of the year when we haven't got any goddamn things coming up apart from Easter, and that's not an Alcoholics Anonymous thing. That's a bloody chocolate thing. So you can cut that out or go for like a substitute or something like dairy free, or something like that, or just have a few of the Cambridge Plan items that have chocolate in. I don't know.
Sauna and steam room is not, but the jacuzzi and swimming pool is. The steam room and sauna's not, which I'm going to miss that.
I will point out that steaming does absolutely nothing to you. The only thing that the steam room does is reduce your water that you have in your body. It doesn't actually make you lose weight. It just means you just lose the water that you have in your body. You haven't got excessive water, so it's not going to make any difference.
I love the sauna. I won't take it for granted next time round. I'm in the steam room, steam room, steam room. And when I go back to the gym, I'm gonna go 7 days a week. I don't start to the Cambridge Weight Plan a week tomorrow because Liz said I've got to have 7 days break from the alcohol to get out of my system. I've got
She's talking absolute garbage.
to drink plenty of water.
Drink plenty of water. That's 4 or 5 glasses of water a day. That's drinking plenty of water. Whatever she's talking about, I have not a clue. I'm not a dietitian, so I will point that out. But at the end of the day, yeah, you don't just not drink for 7 days. You can, just cut it down. Honestly.
Water. It doesn't taste like what it ought to. It's 3 items a day, 600 calories plus normal food, healthy food. Can't have no more than 1,200 calories a day. But some days I do about 1,000.
1,200 calories a day. I've tried it. It doesn't. It's not sustainable. Like I do a lot of walking, so I'm a big walker. I do, when I'm actually like out for the whole day, I can do up to 24,000 steps. Granted, that's only about 700-800 calories I burn, but the it's not sustainable. 1,200 calories wouldn't sustain me. I'd just be bloody getting angry at people. For me, if I'm hungry, I do snap. I snap at people, and people can understand that. I've tried doing fasting for two solid days. I've done that. I did it. I probably won't do it again, in all fairness, because literally by the end of it, I was just a very miserable person. But I mean, if you're gonna really do this, I would really advise doing it at the start of the year.
I can feel thinking. I've got the book and I've got the scales. So I'm ordering 21 items a week. It'd be probably about 50 quid a week, right? 200 quid a month.
50 quid a week. £50 can buy a full family shopping for a bloody week, and you're buying it for yourself on goddamn pre-made packaged shit, which you could make yourself. You could literally make it yourself for £20 a week and still have money to put into investing or put into something that you can't destroy. Something that you can actually use to your advantage later in life. I don't know, invest in cryptocurrency, invest in something that's actually sustainable, invest in trees if you really want to. I'm not saying plant trees in your back garden. I'm saying, I don't know, give it to a tree charity. Not that I'm a big fan of trees, which we all should be. I'm just saying that that's, something you could do. Or better still, I don't know, get like a voluntary job in like I don't know, some sort of charity shop or something. That would certainly get your exercise up because you'd be walking all the time. But, obviously it's none of my business at the end of the day.
And I'm going to lose a stone in weight. All right? And let me tell you something now, yeah? I've pissed about the second time round on Cambridge. But the first time I was successful, I did lose the weight. And you know what? I want this so badly. I can't wait to get on it.
Mark, I appreciate where you're coming from, and I appreciate you had a session yesterday, and I know that you're obviously on a downer from that basis. Um, I know you make a fool out of yourself every now and then, and some people do take advantage of that, but you need to understand that it's not going to just disappear, like as the Cambridge person says, it isn't going to just disappear. You might get rid of a reasonable amount of weight in the first month, But other than that, you're gonna have to work your tits off to actually bloody do it. And yes, I did just use tits because I know full well that you probably do have tits. I mean, we've seen your ass crack as many times as possible, so it's just a point I'm gonna make.
And this is going to be life changing. I'm not doing it for 2 months, I'm doing it for 4.5 months.
Right, you said just 4 months, first of all, and second of all, I really, really, I if the Patels are watching this, I will gladly put 10 on 100 to 1 that you would definitely not win because it's just not going to happen.
And I'm going to be successful at this. 1,000,000%. I want this so bad. Make up for lost time. Right? And let me tell you something now, yeah? I've been doing a lot of thinking today. And everything what I've caused in the past, it's always been alcohol related problems. Right? I've hurt a lot of people in the past. Yeah? And I'm not proud of that. Yeah? That's the reason why I'm stopping the alcohol, because it's affecting my long-term friendship with Claire. And when that's in jeopardy, it's got to stop the alcohol.
I will just point this out. Seaside is not the alcohol that's getting you, it's YouTube. I know you know this, and I'm pretty sure that everyone knows this. It's YouTube. Yes, you've got a fan base of how many is it now? 919 subscribers on this one, but you've got like a subscriber count of something like 1.2 thousand on the other one. That is what you know that's what you like. You like the attention that you get out of doing these things. You like the attention and the people that come in to watch your streams. I admit I come in and watch your streams every now and then because they are quite entertaining. And you have some regular people in that have a good natter. But there's no need to make a fool of yourself. You could do the same as like other people do, just have like a chat going, or like watch the racing like you've done on certain occasions. Do something that's not going to make you look like a complete plonker. I've seen streams of other YouTubers like watching your videos and they're like, we've got no clue what's going on because you do some weird shit.
Yeah? And plus I want to stop the alcohol for my own reasons as well, because last night I was sick. I had to show you the dark side of alcohol. I know some people didn't like the video, me being sick in the toilet, but I wanted other people to see it so you get put off. It might make you stop drinking, thinking, fucking hell. And I'm never normally sick.
I will point it out, Seaside. We don't want to see that shit. Like, we do not want to see that shit. It's just not something we need to know about. We don't need to hear about you pissing on the toilet or having a shit or um, urinating on certain occasions, or showing your ass crack, um, or your balls, all sorts of things that you do. We don't need to see it because you're drunk, and I understand you're trying to make it sound like you're apparently doing good to the world, but you really aren't. You really aren't. You're making a fool of yourself, and you're making the trolls much more. You're giving them more stuff to use against you, man.
Yeah? I should have had a load of Pringles before I went to bed. But I wanted to see people what I wanted to show you the dark side of alcohol. Not going to be showing the good times. Oh yeah, let's get steaming as a rocket and fucking acting like a fool. I showed you me being sick because I want to show you what I'm going through. Yeah? I know it wasn't very nice to put it up there, but that's what happens when you drink alcohol. Yeah?
That's the same across the board, Seaside. Literally the same across the board. Everyone, if they overdrink, is going to be sick. You know, Ed probably has had various occasions where he's done that, and there are very many other YouTubers who do get drunk on stream, and they do have to go to the go and be sick. I've done it on several occasions. I don't often because I don't drink. I don't overdrink that much, but when I do, yes, it is the case that the toilet has to sort of deal with that system, but it's not just because of you. and you don't need to record that shit. It's just not needed. You don't need to record it.
You're getting yourself a right mess. And if I wasn't sick and went to bed on that, I could have choked on my own vomit. Could have been worse. Life could be worse. But on a positive note, I'm back on the Cambridge and I'm doing it, and I tell you what, I will stick with it. There's no alcohol involved when I'm on the Cambridge weight plan. Maybe I might have a little glass of champagne on Christmas Day if Claire will let me be there, because since I've been back into Claire's life, I've always spent Christmas with her. Hopefully we can. I need to give her some time. Need to give Claire some time. Time is a healer. I will be back in good books with Claire in time. Hopefully just before Christmas, because I don't want to miss Christmas being without her really. Because I've spent the last 3 Christmases being there. I loved it when Claire and Shells cooked me a nice meal. They're there in their Christmas outfits, and having them both there. I like them when I've got them both. It's the best time in my life when I've got Claire and Cheryl there, the most two beautiful women in my life. It's just so amazing. And the last couple of Christmases, they've cooked me a dinner. And last Christmas, I was doing the gravy, and I put the Pyrex dish on the gas hob, and it cracked. So I'll still owe you a Pyrex dish, Claire. I'll get you a set soon. No, I'm just saying we've had some good Christmases, man. And when I've got Claire and Cheryl there, the three of us, even Charlie, I mean, she's a great person as well. But what I'm trying to say is, when me, Claire and Cheryl's been there at Christmas, and Claire and Cheryl's cooking me the dinner, Claire's doing the gravy, and Cheryl's checking the meat, and the Yorkshire puddings, and the taters, and they're both dressed up in their Christmas outfits, looking so nice and lovely, and they do that for me, cooking me dinners and for Christmas. It's a special time, really, and I don't want to have a Christmas where we're not together. I know I've caused a lot of problems. I've been going around my head today thinking I've like feelings. I'm not going to go in what I'm not going to go into too detail because that's private.
No, you don't need to do that. Definitely not. It's not necessary. I could tell from the way that you're reacting is the fact that you just need companionship. You're left on your own. I mean, you're on your own doing videos on YouTube at least 6 hours a day, and or you were doing YouTube videos for at least 6 hours a day. Obviously, you come on and off of YouTube every now and then to try and sort of have a break, which is fine. But 6 hours isn't. It's just too much recording, man. It's just too much recording. It's not necessary. It really isn't.
But I might have a little glass of champagne on Christmas Day if I am with Claire. Yeah. To
It just makes no sense at all having to start the weight plan before Christmas. I don't understand this person, whoever it is, that has managed to sell you back into the Cambridge weight plan, which I will point out is for women solely. Like, women generally all use that plan. The same with most of these diets. They're just the same. They're made for women. It's the same with the bloody Slim Fast diet. Slimming Will probably is sort of based around women, but there's still men involved in that one, because obviously quite a lot of couples go to that to try and sort of reduce some stays. The same as Weight Watchers, but Slim Fast and the Cambridge plan it's a woman's thing. It's just not needed, and I really don't understand why in God's name this woman, whoever she is, managed to convince you or agreed to you actually starting this plan before Christmas. It just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't.
celebrate the future. But I'm not there to get drunk. Of course, I'll be having a Christmas dinner anyway. I think you like to have one day off a year with the Cambridge rate plan on Christmas Day.
One day off a year. Are you taking the piss? That is ridiculous. One day off in the entire year is ridiculous. We get one day a week, which we get to accumulate, and you can use it at any time. Heck, to be honest with you, I don't actually have to do it. I could just not use an app and just get on with it like I do normally. But then again, it's just nice to know that you can actually use those days off. But seriously, man, 1 day a year, that's ridiculously long. Doing Cambridge weight plans at £50 a week. £50 a week. That's what? So that's £200 a month. That's 2,400 pound a year you're going to spend on trying to lose weight on pre-packaged, processed shit. You would make more sense, as I've said earlier, to just make your own food as you would. That pork that you did in the air fryer, that was really good. That was really good. That would have lasted you, a couple of days, and you could have had that with some broccoli or some carrots or something, like you do, or had it some cabbage, made a pork salad. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't think I've ever tried a pork salad in all fairness, unless it's of course ham salad. But you could literally make your own diet plan from scratch and you would save so much more money. Like, just I don't know why you're buying into this plan. If you feel that that's the way to go, then go ahead. Like, I'm not stopping you, but you could literally make your own plan. If you put down on the board what you're going to have and set yourself like what you're going to have, and then go out and shop for those items that you need, but don't get anything else. Or better still, order it online and have it delivered, because then you can just, that you won't get tempted by a massive 14-piece chocolate cake or a large container of beer or something like that. Just, that probably is the best way of doing it, because then you're going to actually, keep yourself going.
So yeah, that's the only time I might have a little. I mean, I don't want to have any alcohol, but if I'm there Christmas Day with Claire and we've got a bottle of champagne to share, I'll have a glass. I'll have that much in a glass. That's it. No more. Once I reach tipsy on Christmas Day, I'll stop. I'll say, listen, Claire, I'm feeling a bit tipsy. I don't want no more alcohol, please. But I've never been drunk at Claire's. I've only had one day. I had 3 bottles of beer one day and 2 bottles of beer another day. And when I was there, when I was stopping at Claire's, I only had 2 glasses of wine. No,
Right, I point out this, right, and this is the honest to God truth in regards to this. You're going to do that because you've got nerves. Like, when I go to someone's, I generally don't, unless I've been there like at a really like regular occasion, it's not like a one-off. I don't drink that often because I don't feel that I'm in the event that I did get drunk, that I'm not going to cause harm or cause something stupid to happen. You know, that's just how it works. You don't drink or you don't eat, or you don't eat much because you want to make sure that you're not going to have an embarrassing moment in that household. That's why you do it, Seaside. It's not the case of you controlling what you're drinking. It's because you just don't feel you've been there long enough to actually feel safe in that environment to know that if you do get drunk, then you'll be fine. Claire, I am pretty sure, would be able to deal with you being drunk, but then again, it would ruin the day.
I think I had a bottle of wine. No, I think it was 2 bottles. It was 2 glasses of wine. I mean, so I don't drink much. Even when Claire came down here, I don't drink as much.
That's exactly what I'm going to point out. You don't drink round her that much because you don't feel that you don't feel safe enough to drink around her that much.
Because I don't want to be drunk around Claire.
Exactly.
So yeah, I start the Cambridge weight plan a week tomorrow, which is good news. I'm back at the gym this Thursday. Yeah, I'm gonna roll my sleeves up, and I'm gonna get tucked in. I'm telling you, I'm doing this for me, and I'm getting off the alcohol because I'm not a nice person, and I hate what I've become. And when it started to affect my friendship with Claire, that's where I thought, hold on a fucking minute, stop. This isn't good. This is not good. I have to stop, and before it gets worse, because you're going to lose her in the end.
It's more than likely that you saw what embarrassing things you did the day before, and that's why you've decided to do this video. It's because you feel that this is going to give you some sort of resentment to what happened from yesterday, and try and confirm that you are going to change your ways. I I still don't feel that you are going to. Like, I really don't.
The alcohol's going to wreck. The alcohol has been wrecking my life. I know I've been on YouTube acting a fucking twat for years and fucking getting drunk and fucking having rants and fucking arguments and fucking swearing and threatening people on YouTube, threatening the trolls. Well, honestly, I'm not blaming the trolls. I probably pissed them off. Yeah? I
It's not the case of you pissing them off. They're waiting for you to reply to them, to actually, to actually deal with them in an aggressive way. That's why. It's not because they're angry. They're just getting you angry because they know what you can do. They know how angry you can get. Think about a couple of streams ago when you threw a mug across the room. Think about how many streams ago when you started, getting really aggressive at people, or like certain people for like ordering deliveries to you because they know what will do, what will happen to it. What you should do in the event that someone does have a delivery, keep some money aside and just pay for it. And then they've lost their loss. They've lost it, haven't they? They've lost their sort of achievement of getting you angry over a delivery. Yes, you might not have ordered it, but then again, it's food that you can hold to either another day or have it later on if that is the case.
I do forgive all the trolls. I know I've been trolled for years and I probably brought it on myself. I put myself out there. Yeah? I probably pissed people off. So you can't really blame the trolls, really.
You can blame the trolls. The trolls are there to get you angry. They're not the other way round. They're there solely to piss you off so you get angry. That's the end of it. You being on YouTube has just kept the fuel on fire. You've kept fueling this fire with the fact of you getting drunk on stream and dancing around in your green fluffy hat.
End of the day. I'm not, people might see me giving them a pat. Look, let bygones be bygones. I don't owe no grudges. I've pissed a lot of people off by me getting drunk and fucking. I know I got trolled and it got me angry and people went and I kicked off about it and gone fucking mad. But I shouldn't have done. That's bringing out the worst in me. And I've done a lot of thinking and to be honest is it's got to a stage where I'm nearly ruining my friend.
I'm going to stop it there because basically, I know that Seaside does repeat himself, but if you do watch this Seaside, which I doubt you will, because at the end of the day, I don't think many of our actual like the people that we all watch actually watch my videos, and I don't generally do videos that are dedicated to specific people. But Seaside, if you are watching this, I really would recommend that you adjust your time to after Christmas or after New Year's, hell, just to make sure that that's covered. Because at the end of the day, it just seems like such a ridiculous idea to do to not have any alcohol whatsoever or enjoy yourself. You're not going to enjoy yourself, man. 1,200 calories, that's a Christmas dinner. That's it. You won't get a Christmas pudding out of that. No, you won't. You're going to get the friggin' turkey with trimmings, and that's it. You probably won't even be able to have a Yorkshire pudding. If you really want to go down the route of making sure that you're only having 1,200 calories, then you're going to have to get the scales and you're going to have to measure out what you have. It, it's going to be a lot more hassle than what it is. You might as well leave it until after Christmas and after New Year. Have a good time, enjoy yourself, and then start. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever now. It really doesn't. And I'm going to stop it there. It's 10 minutes of the 53 minutes of footage. And I just feel that it's not needed. We don't need to go through any more of this because it usually is just a case of him just going over things again and again. Um, and I feel that the first 10 minutes does actually cover pretty much everything that we needed to cover on this occasion. So that's my moan. I don't moan. What am I talking about? Of course I moan. Everyone moans, but it's just my response to you, Mark. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just my own opinions. It's not pursued at any. I'm not taking the piss out of you. I'm just saying that from your track record, it's just really not possible that this would be the case. I really don't think that you are going to do that. I'm sorry, Mark. All right, that's it. If you wish to find any more, please like, comment, and subscribe, obviously, and hit the like button or the dislike button, whichever you give a monkeys, really. and leave a comment if you wish to. I do try and get back to everyone as quick as I can. Obviously, there's not a massive amount of you, so you can crack on. So there we are. Thank you very much for listening. Take care for now. Bye bye.